With adding and subtracting rational expressions, same as dealing with fractions. We just think back and common denominator. A little bit more work on these ones, a few more steps, but that's the concepts, exact same concept. So let's get started with this. Factoring allows us to zero in on what would be a great choice for the denominators and such. So pulling the 3 out of the bottom there, we have a 4x on the top. Over here, there's not much we can do with this guy. And, oh, they already factored this denominator for us, which is quite nice. So we stop and we think, okay, what kind of common denominator are we looking at? Well, it's going to have to involve a x minus 3. It's going to have to involve a 3. We've already said x minus 3, so that's taken. And it has to include an x plus 2. So what we can do is we can say our common denominator will be 3x minus 3, x plus 2. And so what did we have to do to this first fraction or first rational expression in order to get that denominator? Well, we had to multiply by x plus 2. So whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. And there we go. And then the second term here, we need a common denominator of 3, x minus 3, x plus 2. Now, we look at that. What did we need to do in order to get it to this common denominator? Well, we had to multiply the bottom by 3. So whatever we do to the bottom, we also do to the top. And so there we go. So the denominator, as we've already established, is set up like this. And on the top, let's work through our parts here. 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times 2 is 8x. And over here we have a negative 3 times 5x is minus 15x. And negative 3 times negative 2 is plus 6. And so we can bring those together. And we can say 4x squared minus 7x plus 6 all over 3x minus 3 x plus 2. And so at this point, could stop and try and factor out that top there a little bit. Greatest common factor isn't going to work. There's nothing we can pull out of all of them. We could look at it as a messy trinomial. We look at it a bit and establish that, well, there's no good way to factor that. So